Hi there, friends! It's September 1st, so that means it's time to go back to Hogwarts. If only it were real. To celebrate the start of the new Hogwarts term, and to celebrate James Sirius Potter attending Hogwarts for the first time, I am going to do the Harry Potter tag. It's actually kind of a miracle that I haven't done this yet, but today's the day. What is your favorite book? My favorite book is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I know this is the Japanese version. It's just the only version of this book that I have that's not in a box. So it was the easiest to get. I love this book because it introduces one of my favorite characters, and I just love all of the backstory about Harry's parents and the Marauders and the Marauders map. It's just so good, and it kind of expands the world a little bit because we do get Hogsmeade in there. So it's the start of a bigger wizarding world. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is actually Prisoner of Azkaban. This isn't the most faithful adaptation of the books, but I feel like it has the greatest feel to it. I love how it looks visually, especially compared to the first two, which, well, don't start me on the first two movies. But it kind of really gives you a sense of that Hogwarts is Harry's home. The term I like to use to describe this movie is that it's so magical. What is your least favorite book? My least favorite book is Chamber of Secrets. Every time I read this book, I get so annoyed. And I think it's mostly because of Lockhart. I kind of just want him to shut up all the time. But this one just really doesn't do it for me. Parts of the book or movies that made you cry. There are a lot of things in the Harry Potter books that made me cry, but I'm going to talk about the first time I remember crying during a Harry Potter book. I think the first time I cried during a Harry Potter book was during the fourth book at the end when Dumbledore is giving the sort of eulogy about Cedric Diggory. I was a really big supporter of Cedric in the Goblet of Fire, and I really like him as a character, so it was really sad when he died, but I didn't cry when he actually died. I cried when Dumbledore was talking about how he died. I think it's because Dumbledore is talking about how to be a good person and urging all of the students to be a good person, and you can just sense that there is something much bigger coming and that this was the start to it, and it just kind of, I think, overwhelmed me with emotions because it is, like the book says, the beginning of the end. If you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? I think I would probably pick Ron Weasley. Favorite character? My favorite character is Remus Lupin. I think Remus is one of the most tragic characters in the Harry Potter series because he's just had so much suffering and pain in his life. But despite all of this, I think he is a very strong person, and I just feel for him so much. What would be your Patronus? I always have a hard time answering this question because I don't really know. I feel like it would be something super disappointing. Like it would be a platypus or an emu or some other stupid animal. Kind of goes with the pattern of the way things happen to me. It's just super disappointing. If you could have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, which would you pick? Invisibility Cloak, obviously. What house would you be in? I am a lifetime Ravenclaw. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? There's just so many people that I would like to meet. I'd love to meet Emma Watson because she's amazing, she's beautiful and smart, and I also really like to meet Rupert Grint because he's super weird and quirky, and I want to go to his house because apparently it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It's ridiculous. And then Tom Felton seems really cool, and Daniel Radcliffe just seems like so much fun. I just want to meet them all. Have you played any of the video games? I have only played one Harry Potter video game in my life, and that was the Harry Potter Quidditch game. I think it was for Nintendo 64 or something. We rented the video game and it was really hard for me to play. I'm not very good at video games anyway, but that's the only Harry Potter video game I've ever played. If you were on the Quidditch team, what position would you play? I'm not a very sporty type of person, so I'm not sure I'd be very good at Quidditch, but the most appealing position to me would be Chaser. Were you happy with the ending? I think overall I am very happy with the ending of Harry Potter. I think all of the different plot points really came together and it was really exciting and interesting, and it gives you a lot to think about and kind of connects all of the larger themes in the book. I think the only thing that I'm unhappy about is obviously Harry Potter's kids' names. How much does Harry Potter mean to you? I think I made a video about this a few years ago, but essentially Harry Potter has been my life. I got these books when I was 11 and I have not stopped being a fan. Some of my biggest and happiest memories are because of Harry Potter. I think it really got me really interested in reading and in books. It's just always been here for me. I always think it sounds a little weird when we talk about Harry Potter as this, like, thing that affected us so much, but Harry Potter has just been a constant in my life. I know that if I'm having a bad day or if I am having a just crappy time in general, I know I can pick up any of these books and just flip to a random page and just escape. And that's the end of the tag. If you want to do this tag, feel free. Not really gonna tag anybody because I wasn't tagged to do this, I just decided to do it. But if you want to do it, leave me a link to your video in the comments because you can do that, or send it to me on Twitter. I have a whole playlist of Harry Potter related videos, so if you want to go check that out, that link is also in the doobly-doo. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see more from me. That's all I've got for you guys today. I'm Christy Lou. Till next time, matane!